Welcome back to Core Digest. Of course, there have been allegations and maybe, let's say, worrisome situations here in the southwest and the south and the southeast over the attack of herdsmen that has been occurring daily and weekly, if not monthly. What are we going to have as a resort to self-help, as some of them has been agitating for?
Eventually, we may be calling for anarchy, because when your neighbor's house is on fire, yours may not be spared. Because whether we like it or not, insecurity is insecurity, and crime is crime, and crime finds expression through various outlets. We have identified some, whether it's kidnapping, whether it's raping, whether it is stealing, whether it is armed robbery, or whatever it is. And for the concern of those in the southwest and the southeast, I think for me it gives me joy that perhaps we are beginning to have what will unite us in the south as a people, because that is necessary. I was disturbed and I expressed my disturbance when towards the 2019 election the presidency was offered to southeast and southwest at the same time, the 2023 presidency, and I embarked on a mild laughter that when you throw a bone to two ferocious dogs, you can be sure of what happens. So I think this is the time to try and push our political interest aside and see how we can consolidate on what is substantive, because right now it's obvious that we have fire on the mountain, and what has happened is that in the southwest, by virtue of their own research, they have identified that some criminal elements have positioned themselves in the forest in the south, and it's a good way to start, and still depending on the government to help, but threatening that if that does not come, they will resort to helping themselves. And I can only go back to history. You recall that the southwest is associated with the Agbekoya revolution of 1968 and 1969, when the farmers rose up at the regional level to resist unfriendly government tax policy. And of course we still have the some social cultural militia groups also, just as we have in all parts of the country. But are all this necessary? That's the big question. And of course recently the youth in the southwest rolled out a warning that they were not going to sit back and allow some people just come and be intimidating them in their land. But then the responsibility to secure the nation constitutionally rests with the federal government. But it appears now that the federal government may not be showing diligence